Good morning. I'm coming to you from my new venue, which is my webcam, and we're going to see how this works for us all. Okay, a lot happened over the weekend, and my husband and I woke up this morning and turned on our TV and started watching the news, and wow, Trump was busy. And apparently, it started on Friday where he basically called the free press the enemy of the people. And by free press, that kind of sort of includes me because I come on here and I write, and it includes bloggers and people like me. And now we are the enemy of the people for basically reporting and commenting and sharing opinions about the way that we feel that our country is going in the wrong direction. We're the enemy of the people. No, see, the free press is what makes our country so amazing, is that the free press is the checks and the balances that keep politicians honest. And when they're not honest, the free press is who reports that to us. The people we pay, the politicians whose salaries we pay, the free press lets us know when they're not doing their job. And we need the free press. As John McCain, a very good man, said, when you attack the free press and you start to disintegrate the free press, you are working toward dictatorship. Russia does not have a free press. North Korea does not have a free press. Iran does not have a free press. China does not have a free press. You see where I'm going? Listen to the countries I just named, whose leaders do not allow the press to report real news. Do the press sometimes get it wrong? Of course. But they need to be able to do their jobs. And Donald Trump believes they are his enemy. But Donald Trump was really busy. At his press conference, a black reporter asked him if he would like to, meet with the CBC. And Donald Trump had no idea what she was talking about. Now, I will admit, I did not know what the CBC was. Now, when it was defined as the Congressional Black Caucus, of course I knew what it was. But I'm not the President of the United States. And the President of the United States should not have been like, the what? The CBC? Is that a new news network? Are they for me? Are they reporting good things about me? And then to add insult to injury, Donald Trump asked this woman, this black reporter, if she could set up a meeting between him and the CBC, because they're friends of yours, right? Because, of course, all the black people know each other. This is the way Donald Trump talks to people, our president. And now we have the We Stand With Sweden hashtag, because apparently on Saturday night, there was a terrorist attack in Sweden, according to Donald Trump. Except there wasn't. The worst horrible thing that happened in Sweden on Saturday night was a huge rock star at a music festival had technical difficulties, which I am positive had nothing to do with immigrants or terrorists. Sweden is perplexed, and the ambassador of Sweden actually tweeted, "What is President Trump smoking?" This is the ambassador to Sweden. The Swedish ambassador to the United States. What is he smoking? Asking what our president is smoking. That he goes on live television and at a rally states that there was a terrorist attack in Sweden on Saturday night that the immigrants caused. Because Trump watched a documentary on Fox News, big shock, that said that some of the immigrants in Sweden are causing some problems. But there was no terrorist attack, and yet Donald Trump alluded to the fact. So, you want to talk about fake news. Everything that comes out of our president's mouth right now is fake news. It's fake facts. It's his facts. It's alternative Trump facts. We should start naming it. Please, comment to me. Let me know what you would like to call anything that comes out of the president's mouth. Because he already had Kellyanne Conway come out with a straight face, looking all serious about the Bowling Green massacre, which also never occurred. And it's starting to get so crazy, and it would almost be laughable. And I said to my husband this morning, I said, if I didn't know who Hillary Clinton was, I would think she would be laughing her ass off right now watching this, because she warned us. She warned us during her campaign. Obama warned us. Biden warned us. They all warned us that if we elected Trump, we would be destroying this country. And here we are, a month in. And even Russia is saying, you Americans, you might need to rethink what you did. Russia is having buyer's remorse because they're questioning Trump's stability. Russia, who does not have a free press, said that Trump is making the wrong decision attacking the free press. He's picking the wrong fights. Perhaps you Americans need to do a little coup. Get him out. Because we're not sure he's working with, all cylinders burning. Russia is now concerned that Trump may not be exactly what they bargained for when they helped elect him. Maybe they're missing Hillary. Trump is... Look, I digress. What I meant with Hillary is I know Hillary's not laughing because Hillary loves our country. Hillary is probably crying because she could have done better. And the other thing I wanted to tell you about what is going on in the Trump White House that you might not hear about as much if you don't watch what I watch is the Secretary of State Tillerson is not really the Secretary of State because he doesn't know what's going on in the White House. Trump's son-in-law knows, and Trump's lawyer knows. And they're doing these behind-the-scenes things that is the job of the Secretary of State. And on Morning Joe this morning, Joe Scarborough said, if Tillerson needs to go to the White House tomorrow because Trump's in Florida for his long weekend. He's the president. I guess he gets President's Day off. He really looked tan over the weekend. So he must be having a nice, relaxing weekend while the country is burning, while the Swedish ambassador is asking what our president is smoking because he's making up terrorist attacks that never happened. But Joe Scarborough said Rex Tillerson needs to go to the White House tomorrow and say, am I your Secretary of State or is your son-in-law the Secretary of State? Because I'm going out there like Hillary Clinton did, traveling millions of miles to represent our country, and I don't know what to tell these people because you're not talking to me anymore. Hillary Clinton used to have a weekly lunch date with Barack Obama to discuss, as she would then get on the plane and travel to our allies and our adversaries and talk and spread our administration's message. Rex Tillerson isn't getting any of that because nobody really talks to him from the White House. It's all Kushner, Bannon, and Trump's lawyer. And Tillerson is just out there flailing in the wind, just trying to say what he thinks he should say as Secretary of State, but he has nothing from the White House because they don't talk to him. He's like the Secretary of State, maybe, like the pseudo, the puppet Secretary of State that goes out there, and then the real business is getting done with the son-in-law and the white supremacist, and then Trump's lawyer. This is what went on this weekend, guys. We have a terrorist attack in Sweden that turned out to be technical difficulties at a rock festival that Trump just had to mention to, say, oh, look, immigrants, you bring immigrants in, and there's a terrorist attack in Sweden. But there wasn't a terrorist attack in Sweden. Kellyanne Conway's like, remember Bowling Green? No, we don't. You know why? Because it didn't happen. If this keeps happening, guys, this administration is imploding in on itself. And something is going to have to be done. And it's not going to be pretty and it's not going to be easy, but something needs to be done now because this is getting to the point where we are all looking like fools. And when Russia says, you know what, we might think you might want to coup this dude. Now, we don't do coups in America. We do impeachment. But if Trump continues to go out into public and not talk about any of the things he promised during his campaign, not talk about replacing healthcare, not talking about building walls, whatever, not talking about jobs and the economy, but talking about his huge electoral vote and terrorist attacks in countries where they never happened, we have a problem. And I think even Trump supporters should understand right now that we have a problem. And it's not Hillary's fault. It's not the media's fault. It's not Obama's fault. It's not Arnold Schwarzenegger's fault or Mark Cuban's fault or Meryl Streep's fault. But it will never be Donald Trump's fault, because Donald Trump has this disease that is called narcissism and egotism that makes it impossible for him to ever admit that he made a mistake or that he was wrong, because he's like a 5-year-old. It's always somebody else's fault until it's not. And then what the hell is he going to do? I hope you guys enjoy this show. It will be airing on YouTube. It will be airing on Facebook. So check it out. Have a good day. Stay informed. Be good to one another. And let's keep fighting to keep our country free, including freedom of expression and the free press. Because without a free press, we are not America. Political Paula, out.